the middle of a dream. Okay, Stargate. What day is it again? No, I mean what? I think I know what day it is. Alright, Thursday, April 27th, 2023. No one cares. No one's watching this shit. Woke up at like 4 in the morning and I'm like, brain's like, the gods are like, oi, you! Get up! Hey, was that Dogs in Space? An excerpt from Dogs in Space. Oi, you! Fuckface! Now, it's time. Dogs in Space! You ever seen that movie? If you haven't, check it out. Now, today, right, got to do some things. Yes, that's the plan. That's better. I'm so juiced up on coffee. juiced up on coffee. Anyways, what did I do today? Usual deal. I spend way too much time on YouTube, but I'm spending less and less time. You know, yeah, just less and less time. Because a lot of the content's kind of crap now. You know, and what are they doing? They're pouring in more like these shorts where they throw in, like everyone's on their grift, you know, and jump on the latest thing. You know, oh, Dylan Mulvaney, I don't give a damn. I don't drink that Bud Light. Anyways, I don't agree with any of that shit. And they chuck in all these shorts which I don't watch, and you see they've got millions of views. You know, it's like some pretty Swedish bird, like a real one. She's throwing a javelin or something, and she's in some kind of slightly untoward situation where she might be picking a bit of fluff off her freaking shorts or something. And, you know, it gets like 200 billion views and shit. I don't watch any of that shit. If I want to see that shit, I'll go see that shit. Anyways, you know, the grifters are all doing their thing and jumping on the latest thing. And you see those grifters that are slagging off China. They used to love China, but now, oh, we're not slagging off Chinese, we're slagging off the CCP. And that's their grift. You know, nothing tangible, just grift, you know. Slagging off, you know, where's that gonna go? Next 10 years you're just gonna slag off China? I mean, get a life, man. Anyways, there's quite a few of them that do it. And what's going on, the latest thing with Steven Crowder, you know, Dave Landau, and you know, I used to get right into the Crowder crew, and because I've had a lot of laughs with it, and I even bought one of the t-shirts because it feels fantastic too. But months and months and months ago, a long time ago, I got that hint, that tinge of like when Crowder was slagging off Gerald B, I think they call him. He was Gerald B, and it sort of felt like these are a bunch of mates and they're all having a bit of a laugh together. But clearly Crowder, because he speaks so quickly, if you slow him down, hear what he says, he's like, hey, I'm the comic here, you know, you're not. That's what he said flat out to Gerald B guy. Yeah, you just do the wine reviews or whatever. And I was like, fuck, man, you don't say that to your friends, you know. And so it really clearly felt to me, I wrote in the message, but man, you know, these guys want to be included and inclusive and all that, like Quarter Black Jared, you know. I don't know why he left, but maybe he felt that way, that just, they're not, it's just become a business. And yeah, I haven't watched that stuff for months, and because, yeah, I sort of felt that a long time ago, so maybe I'm too involved in YouTube. I am pulling back from a lot of it, because a lot of it's just shit, but you see, you know, a lot of people are talking about the Dave Landau split from, you know, the Crowder crew, and, you know, they have done some excellent stuff, and they've really brought out some excellent stuff, but they really had to kowtow, you know. They really did kowtow, not completely, but very much so. It's unfortunate how it's culminating into where it's going, you know. It's just most of it's just a grift that with nothing tangible, you know, just views, advertising revenue and all this shit. And where's that go? It just turns the content to just far less quality, you know, which is a pity. And a lot of people obviously you know, didn't follow the narrative and didn't kowtow. They're like, F this, and off they went to different sites. But their grift, they got to try and make money out of what they're doing, you know, like Oldin's Men, for instance. They demonetised him, so he's like, I'm begging you, man, come to Rumble and, you know, sign up and all this stuff. And I found over there, if you don't pay, you can't interact, you know, with the comment section. I'm like, no, man, that's not what I want to do. And because I reckon he's retired military and he's getting a pension and he doesn't have to grift, you know, so it's all a grift. But, you know, I like his content, and it's so much of what it's become. I mean, when we look at how much the Crowder crew were off, Crowder himself was offered like $50 million, so he would just, you know, exploit the narrative of the filth people, bad people, that want him to say this and not that. You know, how many people have said that and not this, and then they've just had to move on or got deleted and, hey, you're out of there, you know. So where's that going to go? Huh? I'll tell you where it's going to go. It's going to go the way of whoever makes Budweiser. You know, people are like, no, you know, the majority of people don't agree with some English bloke winning a marathon and saying that he's a woman. No, because what that does is it, see, I get really into this, don't I, too much, because what about the poor woman that would have gotten first, a real woman, right? Oh, you can't say that. No, I can say that because I own my thoughts. Yeah. So it's really, but I've still are all my comments deleted? Eh? Or shadow ban hidden? You know? Whatever. It's just silly. So yeah, less and less am I watching YouTube. I sort of get on there for the some interesting shit. Like I saw this documentary just recently of the chaps in the 70s and 80s when in the snooker world in England. That was Hendry and Higgins and Davis and all those dudes, and interesting stuff. It was a documentary that went on for about 2.5 hours, and it was I've got a pop-up blocker. I'm not monetized, so I don't want to watch that shit, you know. Telling me I got to buy this, that and the other. Anyways, it was a wonderful documentary, sad in a way, true, and but it exposed, you know, the way of snooker. And I watched quite a bit of snooker, not a lot, but quite a bit, however that works, in the 80s, you know, and yeah, sometimes it was boring. When watching Steve Davis play, he was a machine, he was robotic, methodical, and he was boring. But to beat him, you had to be either really flash or really similar, which Hendry, you know, people like that would look upon that bloke and go, right, that's the way I need to live my life, and be straight and, you know, all that, and not party on. But these other blokes, many of them were out at the discos, as they call them at the time, doing cocaine, you know, and they're saying, shit, man, cocaine, you know, you'd be really tired and then thinking you've got to go home, but boom, just do a line of coke and you're good to go. You get your second wind, but eventually it F's you up, right? But yeah, very, very interesting. Surprisingly, it was very, very interesting. The lives and the differentiation of the lifestyles of these blokes, how they lived, and it's an interesting game. Personally, I think 9 ball's the best. 10 ball for me, I don't like the idea of having to call that and having to call that and having to call that and call every shot. It's just bullshit. I mean, how boring would that get? Or drudgingly you know, having to say that all the time. God, I'm juiced up on Coke. No, I mean coffee. But yeah, so 9-ball to me, because the concept of luck that's involved in it too is sort of really cool. But yeah, it was a great documentary. You know, it was really worth watching. What else is going on? Hungry fat chick, she's decided, hey, I'm feeling good again now, but not 100%. I'm still depressed, but I'm gonna eat vegan food now, and on the side, and have a side of party-size fries. God, I mean, that woman's been in hospital recently twice, you know, and slipping back into the routine again, and those that cheer her on, egg her on, and encourage her, yeah, you go, girl. They're not the type of people you want to have as friends. You know, you need to listen to people with that problem. Truly need to listen to people that are encouraging her not to live like that. You know, it's just freaking out. You know, I watch a lot of this nonsense, and whatever. Shit, I better get on. Oh, let's get over here, shall we? I say you should never change lanes in an intersection. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Now we'll get into the rhythm of that. All right, now what we're going to do is do a few things. Yes. Taniguchi, I called him last night. Oi, what are you doing? He says, oh, I'm in Osaka right now with my truck. And so he's gone there to do a job or something. And apparently he's going to be here before noon today. So it'd be good to hang out with him a bit. And over Golden Week, apparently, we're going to be working in the new warehouses or something like that. So got that going on. Got a lot of stuff going on. Like, didn't want me to get in there, did he? He must be a local. Knowing that these merge. Oh. Right then. Now, apparently it's gonna rain on Saturday. That's what they say. They, who are they? And therefore, I did not pay. God damn it. Oh. Yeah, 100% rain on Saturday, but every other day is supposed to be sunny. I mean, with what? So I didn't pay for the markety thing for Saturday. See this bloke? Hey, was this Bathurst? Bloke wasn't too keen on me getting in front. Oh, we can't let a guy Jim get in front. And so, yeah, it says it's gone from 80% chance of rain for a Saturday, on Saturday, to 100%. And therefore, my plan is to go to that market on Sunday, bloody Sunday. This bloke must know that you can get this light if you boot it. And I won't get this light. Nope. See? So, he's a local. Alright, I'll switch back on when we get to that beautiful area down there. Yep. Back there, was a spot where they decided to put in some traffic lights, because I had actually seen, shit, it nearly happened to me. What's going on here? That's rare. I had actually seen a couple of accidents, and I was behind a truck, not dissimilar to one sort of the second one behind me. Now, I give them a lot of indication down this hill optula as to when I'm going to turn. Now, I don't blast through that section because I was actually behind a truck that was quite high, so I couldn't see what was going on. And that was directly after they put that traffic light in, so I didn't see that we were hitting reds. Now I went through following this truck. Now I thought, fuck, this intersection's not too good. Look at this, eh? Dawn, mate, and all mildew and shit. Now I had witnessed the aftermath of a couple of accidents there, and I knew that this intersection was pretty freaking dangerous. But not long prior to when I had that slight mishap, I believe it would have been a truck coming from that way, and someone went through like I was doing, but when they didn't have traffic lights, and hence on the concrete wall there's there are flowers and bottles of booze and whatever, as a tribute to someone passing away. Now it's very, very rare, you know, crash death. So that intersection was fucking bad. Yeah. And as I say, I had actually seen the aftermath of a couple of cars being smashed up there. It's unfortunate that people didn't get onto it right away, the local council or whatever, and sort that out. But I don't boot it through there. So that bloke there, he does boot it through there, and he probably goes to work that way every single day. Maybe one day he might have a bad frickin' day, you know. But it's very, very rare for an accident to occur and death ensues in this land because the speeds are so low. Like this particular road here is a 40k max, which seems a bit silly, but you know, maybe 50k. See, they range from like 20, 30, 40, 50k for standard roads, and the highway on the left is generally 80, and for trucks and shit, or heavy loads more so, and to the right lane 100k, and that's max. In Australia they experimented years ago with 110. Who knows what they do now? There are probably some sections they do. Yeah, I think they do up in Queensland, don't they? But in Victoria they went to 110, so people think, hey, I can do 130, 140 then. And immediately the death rate increased for accidents. So in this land you got to really utilise patience, you know. I ain't that good with patience. I'm often juiced up with pissed offness and correlating with combining with coffee. But you got to utilise a lot of patience in this land. Just try to be patient, and off case you got to be prepared. You always got to be prepared in this land. You know, you got to have that thing done, then the next problem, that thing solved, and then the next problem, that thing solved. That's how it works here. Yeah, you take a drunken week off, you're like, fuck now, look at all this shit I have to do. Alright, now, let's continue. Yeah, no, I haven't been here long. Crowy just told me he's here. He's not going to be too pleased to find out they don't have any, don't have any food. He's usually up there. Sometimes he's up there. Don't know, but he's close. Oi, Crowy. Sometimes he's on there. He's usually on there. Sometimes he's up there. He's all over the bloody place. No, I haven't got any food for him. Hey Paul, I just got your email there. I just sent back a couple of mails here. A friend, he's got this small farm not far from where I reside. He lives just a stone's throw from me. This bloke, he said, oh, I'll go and pick up some stuff, some Yakimon on. This reminded me, he's got more. He said, I'll go and pick up more. I'm like, okay. And this was all in the dirt here, so you've still got dirt all over it, and I reckon this thing right here is a a rad looking unit. Well, what I'm going to do is set a few. I'm going to put this in my rig to remind me to go to that small farm again and get some more of that yakimono ceramics that he got for me. Yeah, he said, "Oh, just take all this, will you? It's all in the, I just want to get rid of it." I'm like, okay. And so he goes, "Oh, you might be able to sell that stuff." I'm like, okay. And then I better clean this a bit. And then he goes, "Oh, you might get $50 for that." I end up getting $60 for that stuff. I'm like, fantastic. So he said, "Oh, I've got more stuff sitting there just waiting for you." So I reckon I should pick that up this very day. Once I get done doing this photo shoot, I'm going to present a few cool things right now. Extended version on my YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay. Extended version on my YouTube channel. These are for eBay. I don't know how many seconds you can. Awesome. Extended version on my YouTube channel. For that one, these are separate listings. Right then, let's get to this, shall we? I did a couple of short vids because eBay's got some system where you can't put the whole video thing on the linky thing or whatever. Anyways, the challenge that I'm having with this awesomeness of awesome is that it's over there. I've been working with weights and measures and sizes and all those things, and packing and protectory things and all that. And if I do place one of these within that package, it goes just over into the next weight category, which I've got the figures over there, which makes it quite a lot more expensive. And therefore, if you want one of these, I can buy another. These are new but in the old style, and then I'll have to EMS it to you and I'll have to figure out the weights and measures of that. Now we have some let's see, let's go with this personal Buddhist bell up here, and we have, let's see, 185 millimeters tall and 115 millimeters in diameter. I'd say it might be a little bit slightly more than that, but I'm taking that from the rim. And this piece here, the beautiful personal Buddhist bell. I will include one of these, depending on stock. I'll have to go get one. This is for another one that's over there. So this one here, depending on, the colour might be different, but the same type. Beautiful reverberation. It's got some nice patina going on. A lovely piece indeed. I have one similar over there. I can show you. Why not? Let's do that. Key eye for the shoes, obviously. Yeah. Okay, now let's go over here. Got another one of a similar design, which is just a beauty also. Look at that. Now, what we're going to do is the plan is to utilize the air freighter company. It's got a gorgeous sound. Right, that's that. Yeah. Now this one here, now I would say similar age, due to just experience and look at the patina going on in here. Oh, and no cracks and nothing like that. They're just you'll find just casting lines on occasion. Off case they don't like file down this break-off point with the casting that they have done with both of these. So you see, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Gorgeous piece. And what's interesting about, let's just go with weights, size of it. Yeah, 1 gram over if I put that in there. And now, let's see now. We are talking 375 mil tall. Yes. And I keep thinking in meters and kilometers. And 215 mil at the rim. And I say that this would be roughly 1920s, 1930s, something in that range. Now, what I find interesting about this, I believe that this, at some stage, they would have been striking at this point, but most regularly striking at this point. And sometimes I've seen this before. Look at all the striking points here. See all the strikes here. Now I would say, as the people of the temple got quite aged, I've seen this. Instead of going out and shuffling along and getting the striker and going, utilising the chamfer so you don't get a double hit. Beautiful sound. My, my. Hopefully that comes through. I know that this camera can sometimes have a beautiful striking point. There, yeah. Just gorgeous sound. Now, from what I've seen over the years, and you can check my YouTube channel out if you haven't, Japanese Temple Bell Bronze Buddhist is something to search for. ABAREBUGYO. I'll find that these elderly people, I did see them, and the bell had been struck many times off away from the striking, from the original striking point. Right? The original striking points, pluralise that. The nodes are all good. Look at that. Now, so from what I gather from what I've seen before is these elderly people, instead of going out and shuffling along every morning or at certain times, 5 o'clock and stuff like that, they'll open the sliding door and they'll strike from that position. Or maybe it's sometimes it might be really hard windy rain and all that sort of stuff, and slide open the sliding door but miss the actual striking point. I've seen that. Yep. Gorgeous sound, hasn't it? I'll try to get this further away so we can. You get that woo, 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 woo. That's got spirit in it, like that one. Oh yeah. Nice, huh? That's sitting on top of it, so it's not allowing it to reverberate completely. Yeah. Alright, now let us have a look at what we have down here. Yeah, so if you need one of these, I'm going to have to get an extra one and figure out whatever it is, but maybe you have something yourself. Now, these awesome Buddhist zabutons right here. You'll see just the light is sort of making it a bit. Yeah, it's just wow. This one, I have concluded that it. Let's see, it's 60 centimeters. Yes, we're back to centimeters. By 55 centimeters. Beautiful piece indeed. That's Buddhist right there, and that would be a family crest right there. Beautiful stuff. And this one here, this is thicker, softer. I see these more in the temples, and more our older people might use a softer one, I guess. And beautiful fabric and all that going on here. That's supposed to represent a scroll, is it? Something like that. No. Is it? Oh, yeah. Gotta go. Phone call. Right, well that was Taniguchi-san. He's back from Osaka, that's where he went. Okay, hopefully that will be suffice. Something to do with the market. I think I have to pay for a whole month or something like that. I don't want to go on the Saturday because apparently it's going to be 100% rain now, and I ain't keen. So, wait, there's always some issue. Always some issue. Alright, soldier on. Okay, let's see if I can capture a little bit more footage of this. I don't know if I really got enough footage there. So yeah, so you'll see awesome patina going on all over the place. I'm pretty sure I know what that is, like I talked about. Beautiful wear on the striking points. Cool. It's just very, very cool. Yes, I believe my asking price is just too good. So all this patina all around, lovely. Like that, and that's got just awesome styling going on here. Would make for a wonderful Buddhist personal bell. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, let me find a place for these, and then we'll move on to the next project. Oh, as with the others, these Zabutons, beautiful Buddhist thing. I plan to sea freight these also because of the size. Yeah, it's just weight and size, and with the air freighter, the particular sizes. If you got to keep in within the size and weight categories, and EMS is expensive. We don't have cell economy here still. So sea freight, I reckon, is the best go with this sort of thing. These are separate, so yeah, sea freight's still taking a ridiculous amount of time, but they do get through. Even Canada now has opened up and they got sea freight, so there you go. In fact, I will be EMSing something off to Canada this very day, so there you go.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.